Hi friends, it's Amy. Welcome to my bookish life. Today we're going to start my check-in for April 6th through April 12th. So let's get to it. I am going to be out of town this weekend and I don't know how else I'm going to be able to get my check-in up on Saturday if I don't start talking about these books, because it is currently Wednesday night and I have finished 5 books since Saturday. I mean, cool. So, since the last time I checked in, I have finished 5 books so far. I'll be back if I finish some more books, and on Friday I'll come back and let you know what I'm currently reading. But right now we're just going to talk about the books that I've finished so far. Last time I checked in, I was at 2 books for the month of April, and I'm currently at 7. So, let's just talk about them. So, very early on in the beginning of the week, I finished Number the Stars by Lois Lowry. And this book I have been reading with my 5th graders, reading to my 5th graders. So it's a reread for me. It's a read aloud I've done several times with my students, especially during the historical fiction focus of our year. And I love this book. I will always love this book. It takes place in Denmark, in Copenhagen during World War II, shortly before they have swept through and relocated all of the Jews in Denmark. Anne-Marie is the main character. Her best friend Ellen is Jewish, and Anne-Marie and her family want to help Ellen's family to safety, and you basically spend the whole time trying to figure out if that's going to happen. It is so good, so fast-paced for 132 pages. It's absolutely fabulous. I love it every time. My students usually really are into it the entire time. It's just great. The next book that I finished was Billy and the Giant Adventure by Jamie Oliver. I talked about this in what I was currently reading last time. It remained absolutely adorable throughout the whole thing. It talks a lot about conserving our resources and being good to the environment and all people working together to keep a balance in the earth and its atmosphere. And it's really just a really cute book. I said before, I don't really know how to recommend this to others, because if you like food and food descriptions of food, it's really great and it's going to make you hungry, but also it's this cute little epic adventure with sprites and giants and other imaginary creatures, and it's absolutely delightful in that aspect, and I just really enjoyed it. Maybe I should say if you like culinary cozy mysteries. I don't know. I think that this is a cute one, and the audio is great. There is a song that was written specifically for the book that is fabulous. The full cast in the narration, and it's really just kind of a delightful audiobook in and of itself. And I also was able to get my hands on an ebook version of it through my library, and there are illustrations throughout the book that are so cute. So cute. Like, these characters are darn tootin' adorable. I would decorate my walls with these characters. They're so cute. So honestly, it's really worth checking out. That's all I can say about that. Another one I talked about being currently in the middle of last week, and my check-in was Death at the Spring Fling by Rosalie Spielman. And I finished that one. As I said, it's number 21 in the Aloha Lagoon Cozy Mystery series. It's a multi-author series. This is the 4th one from Rosalie Spielman, and it's really it's more of what I love about this series. The characters are great. The atmosphere is great. The setting is great. I just really liked it. And honestly, I didn't really see the murderer coming in this one. There were some twists I was not expecting in this one. And I'm pretty well versed in cozy mystery trajectory, and it didn't it got me. It got me. Okay. I really enjoyed it. It was good. And then the next one that I finished is Sunny Side Up by Jennifer L. Holm and Matthew Holm, which is kind of funny because 14th Goldfish was actually by Jennifer L. Holm as well. And this is a graphic novel from her and her brother. And it's semi-autobiographical. It's based on an experience that they had when they were growing up. The main character, Sunny, Sunny goes to live with her grandfather in Florida at a retirement village because something has happened in her family, and she's dealing with the idea that she was sent away for reasons that she caused, and it flashes back throughout it with the year leading up to her going to Florida to spend time with her grandfather. And it's really intricately woven and absolutely delightful. The story is really good. It's very cute, but it's also a little intense as well. But highly recommend. Absolutely fabulous. It is actually a series as well. Definitely a series that I'm going to keep picking up. Graphic novel was the theme for Silent Book Club, so that actually satisfies the theme for that. I might delve into some more, but for right now, I have done my due diligence, I guess. And then I finished the other book that I was currently in the middle of at my last check-in, and that was The Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum. And it was so delightful. I was so into it. It was so great. It was everything that I wanted it to be, plus a little bit more that I wasn't expecting. The changes from the book to the movie made a whole lot of sense in terms of what I understand of the availability of CGI during this time, during the time that the movie was made. And it was just really cute. I mean, you know the story, the basic story of The Wizard of Oz, and I absolutely just am so glad that I started reading it. And yeah, those are the books that I've finished, the 5 books that I've finished since the last time I checked in. I don't think that I'm going to finish any more before I actually fully do record my check-in on Friday, but we will see. Who knows with this week. It is state bowling on Saturday and Sunday, so I will be gone, and I still want to see if I can get my video up. So we will see what happens. I'm very excited. So on to future Amy. All right. It is Friday of the same week, and I'm about to say something I did not think I was going to say. I finished another book. This one I have been reading for a little while. It is another one of the read-alouds that I have with my students. I finished Operation Happy by Jenny L. Welsh. This book is absolutely a fabulous example of historical fiction. It takes place during World War II, Hawaii. Jody is a young military kid at a station on Pearl Harbor, and she is there when Pearl Harbor happens. And we get to see this wonderful story of resilience and love and family coming together through not only the lens of Jody, but also the lens of Happy, her dog, who is a retired military dog. And it's really gorgeous. What's wonderful is the author, Jenny L. Welsh, sent me this book with a box of goodies for my students. So as we were reading it, we would come across gifts, and then they would get to open this gift, and they would get to just be completely immersed in the reading process. And they loved it. They loved the book as well, but the gifts were such a great touch. And She is actually going to visit my class through a Google Meet in just a couple of weeks. So we finished it right on time. We were able to purchase finished copies of the book for each of the students in my classroom. I'm just so excited for this experience to continue. And I loved this book so much. It was so good, so cute, and just so full of hope, and so full of hope in a time of immense trials. And I really just appreciated that about it. So absolutely 100% recommend this book. Get your hands on it. It just came out April 2nd. So that being said, I have read 6 books this week. So that brings my total for the month of April to 8 books, which is just mind-blowing to me, but I'm not mad about it. The books that I'm going to tell you I'm currently in the middle of, I've literally just started most of these. So don't expect too much detail. It's not going to happen. First book that I have started recently is The Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Boulet. This book is part of the Instagram challenge that I did for 12 books recommended by 12 friends, and I'm kind of excited for this one. It has the fire in it, and that's nature, so it's going towards the buzzword. It is also YA, which goes for my Roll a Prompt challenge, and it has quite a bit of yellow on the cover, so that goes towards the second part of the prompt there. I am minusculely far in this. I really just started listening to it, and I have it to follow along as well. Then I'm also reading another book that has fire and water and other nature things in it, but it's middle grade, and it's called The Fire at the Water and Maudie McGinn by Sally J. Pla. I left my copy of it at school, but this book won at least one pretty big award at the ALA award through the American Library Association, and I really just was very intrigued by it and purchased it to give it a try. And I picked it up and started reading it at school, and I just really kind of started to get hooked on it. So started that one. I'm only about 50 pages in, but I'm really enjoying it. It's very mysterious and suspenseful so far, so I'm really liking how that's going along. And then another book that I'm currently reading is Museum of Murder by Leslie Langtree. This is the 29th book in the Mary Rath Cozy Mystery series, and this one actually refers back to some of the other books in the series, and I'm just here for it. It's one of my favorite series. I love the setting. I love the characters. Mary Rath is great. Her Girl Scout troop is amazing, and I'm just here for all of the ridiculousness, and I'm really enjoying that one. Again, I'm only 12% in on that one, but really enjoying it. With that is what I'm currently reading. I am very excited to see where next week brings me. I would love to know what you think of any of these books that I've talked about. Let me know down in the comments. I love chatting with you down there. Commenting, liking, and subscribing really help my channel grow, and I really appreciate you for that. I hope you're finding something wonderful to read, and until next time, happy reading. Bye!